Ho ho ho. I'm back at it again to share another book that I had to blow a lot of dust off. And it's the Brothers Grimm. And I was thinking today earlier of the conversation I had with my dad about why folklores and legends are even told to little kids to scare the piss out of them in the first place. And more than likely it's to get them to behave and not go off track, disobeying their parents. But it's cool that we have Little Red Riding Hood and Rapunzel and Hansel and Gretel, and you all are familiar with those stories. But have you ever heard of stories in the Philippines? And one that caught my mind was an experience my dad shared with me involving a mystical creature called the Duende. And if I'm not mistaken, the Duende is an equivalent of like a hobbit or a dwarf, pretty much a short person. So one day my father was fishing in the Philippines, sea crab fishing. And instead of pulling crabs, he ended up catching a duende by the mouth, and when he pulled it out, it was really agitated and it spit out this green powder into my father's face. And as the story goes, he's claimed that it cursed him and he was sick for like a month. But he said that they are not always evil, and that they can actually transform into certain creatures, even homeless people. He says they're the least likely that you would expect when you encounter them. So when you think about talking to an old homeless man, that may be a duende. And he said that if you're ever nice to a duende, they might give you an amulet that makes you get superpowers. I don't know how that works, but that sounds pretty cool. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this story. So be nice to everyone you meet. You never know if they're a duende.